Hello, everybody. I see people are
Hello.
joining. Hello, Dominic. Hello, Erwin. Hello, George. Julian, nice to see all familiar faces. I hope that you're all doing great. Please, if you can hear us, let us know yes in the chat. If you're watching on Facebook, let us know yes in the chat as well in the comment section, so we know that everything is working properly. So, guys, today is a big day, right?
Absolutely. Hey, this is so great. Since 10 minutes, our screens are popping up with trial signups and everyone is engaged. So we're really amazing. It's an amazing atmosphere here. So we're really happy to do this webinar together with you today.
Yeah, it's gonna be so cool. So many people are joining. Hello, Arthur. Hello, Basil. Hello, Carlos. This is exciting. And I see Michael from your team, co-founder, has joined as well. So hello, Michael. How are you doing?
Can you hear us, Michael? He joined in the last minutes.
All right, so many.
Hi, everybody.
Michael, you are live in front of 140 people, at least.
Yeah,
Not
at
counted
least
all the audience.
More.
Much more. So that's
Much
great.
more. All right, so everybody, once again, SyncSpider is live. You can check it on the link. And on today's webinar, we'll be talking pretty much about everything you need to know. What is SyncSpider? How can you use it? What makes SyncSpider better than other alternatives? Specific use cases, and so on. But before we start, my name is Jakub. I'm CMO of PitchGround. I'll be hosting this webinar, and I'm here with three gentlemen. One is Norbert, who is the founder of SyncSpider, co-founder of SyncSpider. Then Michael joined for the first time, who is also a co-founder of SyncSpider. And then there's Alex, who is CEO of SyncSpider. So literally, you have the best option right now to ask all your questions about SyncSpider whatsoever. So I think we can jump pretty much into it, right? Or do we want to tell about the competition we have today?
Yeah, sure. So we have, you know already that we always love competitions, and today we have a very special one for you, because for everyone who will purchase the deal during this webinar, and also the people that purchased it already, they will get a free SyncSpider t-shirt. So I will show the t-shirt a bit later. We just decided 5 minutes ago that we do this together with Jakob. The last times we also decided 5 minutes before, so that's fine. You will get a free SyncSpider t-shirt if you purchase the deal during this webinar, okay?
All right, so guys, keep the questions coming. We'll be answering them. We already have a few, so don't worry to ask. We will answer them all. So now, Norbert, please, I will ask you to start your presentation, and let's just explain to everybody once again, what is SyncSpider for, how can they use it, and why they should act now.
Absolutely. So first of all, a lot of you have seen those slides already, so I will go through them not as deep as at the first time, just to give you an idea what SyncSpider is and why we built it, and then we will hop directly to the software and give a walkthrough, and you will see how everything works and comes together. So SyncSpider is a universal e-commerce middleware. We built it because we needed it in our core company as e-commerce middleware to connect different e-commerce outlets with each other. And it turned out, especially in the communications with PitchGround, that we should also add web apps. So it's a universal e-commerce and web apps middleware now, where you can connect different kind of tools with each other. So you need to know that there are thousands of software and cloud providers out there. There are over 200 different shopping cart solutions and hundreds of marketplaces, portals in different niches and in different countries. So there's a lot of tools that you want to connect with each other. And these are millions, really millions of possible connections that you could do to connect those different kind of apps. So the current situation of any company outside is to either copy paste data. So if you need, let's say, from your Facebook ads, you need the data in your CRM, you need to copy the data and paste it into your CRM. Okay, so this is one solution, what you could do. If you, maybe, Jakob, can you mute Michael? Is that possible?
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. So copy paste solution number one. Number two, costly individual integration. So what you also could do is you could build a custom integration to, let's say, bring the data from your CRM to your newsletter software, like let's say from Salesforce to Mailchimp. You could build an individual integration, or to bring your product data from your local installation to your Magento store. You also could build an individual integration, will cost you a lot of money. Yeah, because you need to maintain it, you need to have starting costs and so on. It is expensive. And the third option is to install a plugin. Especially in e-commerce, it's usual that you have a lot of plugins that fulfill one single situation, like bringing the orders from Amazon to WooCommerce, or bringing the orders from your store to a local ERP software or whatever. And it's also expensive and not reliable, because third-party plugins need also to be maintained. So you need to always rely on a third-party person if they still will upgrade the plugin, and if it doesn't break anything in your store or in your CMS or whatever you're using. And so these three options are not really an option, and we needed to find something that gives us an easy way from outside to connect and to bring a fast integration forward. And so we wanted to make data sync easy. So it should have an easy, users have an easy solution to synchronize data. It should not matter which e-commerce outlet or which web app you are using. It should be an easy and clickable, self-explaining tool where you bring all those channels together and put them on autopilot. So, and this is what we did. We tried to bring this together, and we identified typical customers that would be perfect to use SyncSpider. First of all, it are ERP providers and webshop systems, which connect once and then use all the integrations. Either agencies that need to fulfill client needs faster and be more flexible. And finally, it are web app users or store owners that want to connect all the outlets with one single tool. This is our sheet where you see the team of SyncSpider. So we have already a lot of experience in e-commerce. Michael and I, we are the founders. We created the tool together. Michael has a local web store or several web stores. So he's in the mobile phone niche, and he's also in the sports niche, sports team, and has in total, I think, 4 or 5 different web shops, and local ERP software, marketplaces that are listing products and so on. And mainly he reached out or we came together and we said, well, we should do something together and make a tool where everyone is able to connect things with each other. So we are really very experienced, especially my company, my core company, does web shops each and every day for clients, and this tool is one thing that we needed for us to be really fast on the market and bring things forward. So we are really experienced in that. And we have also great partners. So we partnered up, let's say, with Shopping. Shopping is a local marketplace in Austria, and we are the one that they asked for to do an integration with them. So we did an integration with Shopping so that all their users could send product data and get order data from and to their ERP software. And we are deeply connected already in the SaaS world. I am in SaaS since 6-7 years, something like that. And we have a lot of people that I know that also have a SaaS software where we reach out directly, where we ask them to integrate and work together on those integrations. So we are deeply there. We know exactly whom to ask, what to do, and how to bring all these tools into our web application. We have a great development team here with Costa, Wayne, Predrag, and Rickards. These are just 4. The last few months, we engaged a lot more people that are joined the team that already did integrations. And of course, there is from the design part, Bernie and Vinicio, and for the growth marketing, it's Gerald and Alex, who is our COO. the lady for everything. So he's really, very engaged in the community. Sorry to name you the lady of everything again, but hey, this is exactly what you need to do here to
No,
bring
I'm
everything
the guy
together.
I just get too many questions, I think.
Yeah, that's fine. So you see that the team is already, it's worldwide. So we have in different countries, we have people already. And we are a fully remote team. So just some people are here in my office in Austria, where we are 12 people, and the rest of the team is spread in Serbia, Latvia, Italy, and even in Spain with Sigi, who is also part of the team and not here on this sheet. We are already up and selling, so SyncSpider is already listed on several kind of marketplaces like WooCommerce, Magento, Shopify, Presta, Lightspeed, Shopware, and Shopping. So we are already on marketplaces. We are already in use, and we implemented the web apps part, which is new, which was new to us, but we are already, I think the past few months we did 30 plus integrations, something like that. And currently we are delivering around about 4 to 10 integrations per month, more 4 to 6, something like that. The more complex an integration is, the longer it takes, but typically you will see from now on, you will see around about 4 to 10 integrations that you will see each and every month, where you can work on different tools. So let's talk about why integration matters, if there is not a question that I should answer before that.
We already have plenty of questions, but please finish this up. Then we will show the live showcase, and then we'll be answering all the questions. So please, guys, stick around. We'll be answering all the questions you are sending.
And purchase the deal, guys, because everyone who purchases the deal will get a free SyncSpider t-shirt. So everyone who is purchasing the deal during this webinar will get the t-shirt. Okay, so why automation matters? It's my favorite example, and you see why. The typical diameter cost of an employee here in Europe, where we are located, is $20 per hour. Okay, so when you have in e-commerce, when you have 10 orders per day, and this is a usual small web shop, 10 orders per day, this is something you should have. If you have a small web shop, this is fine. But if you need 5 minutes for copy pasting this order to your fulfillment partner, to your local ERP software, to whatever, if you need 5 minutes for that, and you multiplicate this with 10 orders, multiplicated with 5 minutes, multiplicated with 30 days, you have in total 25 hours of just copy pasting. You do nothing else but copy pasting the data from A to B. And this is time that you really could save, because $20 multiplied with 25 hours means $500 every single month in terms of costs. Okay, this is what is, it's insane, but it's that. So if you do copy pasting of products, of customer data, of orders, it will be even more. Okay, and you can save all this with just $29 per month, which is the regular monthly pricing, the lowest entry point of SyncSpider. And today you will get much, much, much more at a lifetime value. Okay, one price, one time payment, and you're in. And these are details that will you hear from Jacob a bit later. Just to continue, so get that number, $500 per month for just copy pasting. Okay, so and why it matters, there's even more. You have human error that you can avoid. So with SyncSpider in place, you will be sure that the data that you send from A to B is accurate. You can't make errors, because software doesn't make errors. It can fail to synchronize, yes, but then you get an information, you know that you do something, but you can't make this classical typing errors or something like this. Speed, it's absolutely about speed. You can get things done much, much faster, and especially when it comes to e-commerce, you do not oversell. When you list your goods on Amazon, on eBay, on Rakuten, on Shopping, or on any marketplace you might see, and you have just a limited number of stock, and you're overselling, you really have a problem with the providers. So with SyncSpider in the middle, you do not oversell anymore. It saves you time, and time is money. This is really a fact. The use cases for you: send leads to a CRM, send contacts from e-commerce to newsletter software, send orders to fulfillment, send products to marketplaces, exchange tickets in your help desk, fill up WordPress. This is also quite stunning because you can fill up WordPress easily. You can send leads to email execution, and whatever you can manipulate files with, let's say for drop shipping, for instance, where you can load your web shop with all the different providers that you have that send you product data, and you can load them into the web shop easily by just mapping the necessary fields. So there is plenty more use cases that you could do, that we could talk about. Every tool that we have in the connection library, in the integrations library, every tool can be connected with each other. So you can send data from MailChimp to Moosend, and from Moosend to MailChimp. You can send it from Odoo to Moosend, and from Moosend to Odoo. So this is the cool thing, that every app can be connected with each other. And mainly this is it. So Jakub, maybe you have some
amazing. Thanks a lot. We already have like, I don't know, 30 questions. Guys, you're reaching out to me if they will be answered, when they will be answered. So yes, we'll be answering them all after the live showcase, because Norbert will be showing us exactly how you can use SyncSpider. You will see SyncSpider in action, and after that we will answer them all. They're mostly regarding about, for example, what are integrations, what are tasks flows, what are operations, and so on. So we'll be answering all these questions. Now, if you will purchase SyncSpider this webinar, you will get a t-shirt as well, but you need to do it during this webinar. And Norbert, you have actually a little gong you will use every time when you will see some agency plan, right?
Yeah, well, I have a gong here, but I don't have access yet to the sales, so I need to have Judith informing me. But we had some agency deals so far, and what I would like to do is ring the gong for those agency deals that I am aware of. Thanks so much. This is what I'm aware of, and this is round about now 10 minutes ago. This was the last time when you did ping me and told me that another agency deal was sold. So you get a t-shirt, of course, guys, everyone who's doing that. And let me share my screen again to show you how the t-shirt will look like. So just give me here. This will be your SyncSpider t-shirt that you will get as soon as
quite cool.
Yeah, it's like Iron Man and SyncSpider mixed up. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Let us show the tool in action.
Yeah, sure. Let us jump in. Okay. So this is the back end of SyncSpider. So this is what you will see as soon as you signed up. On the sidebar, it depends what account you have. This section here, if you have this here, you have the agency account, and you can switch through all your clients. So you have listed all your clients. You might also see this one as soon as someone invited you to join his SyncSpider account. So it's a multi-account feature. If you are, let's say, invited as collaborator, and you have your own account as well, you will see that section as well. So this is but mainly used for agencies. So you can search for companies here. It's a quick search. So as soon as I start typing, it will reduce the results. You can quickly change the accounts. I'm now logged in the NN Pro account, and then you have the projects here. So the project that is active, in this case product demo, is reflecting here to the search results. So we'll list only tasks that are available in that specific project. We introduced projects like it are like folders, so you can sort the different tasks that you have into different projects. Then we have the integration section where you will see all the integrations that are already in your account, and you can add new integrations from there. And we have the let me just check. I'm hoping that the team is not doing some publishing at the moment while we are live, but it seems like that. I need to log in again. One moment. Sorry. If we could pause, but it is live. Just let me open up my Slack.
Well, this usually happens, right?
Yeah, it's always happening when we do lives. Yeah. We can meanwhile ask questions while I see what's going on here.
Yeah, of course. We can start answering the questions. Please, guys, make sure that this is still it's mature product, but of course things like that can happen, but it's not pretty usual. This is basically the first thing that happened
for two of us, it's usual, I think.
No, I know that there still was commits left, and they wanted to release it before the webinar, and maybe they just did some from the time difference something wrong. So we do some questions, and meanwhile the app is the publish is done.
All right. So it's question time, guys. You were answering questions. You were asking questions. I noted them all here. So first question, really basic. What are integrations? And I think this person who is asking is referring to like what you can do with integrations in different plans. So maybe if you could elaborate what are integrations exactly?
Well, integrations is any integration we currently support in SynSpider. So, and as we told so many times, you vote for integrations, we develop them. So if some of them is missing, you're going to find them if you upvote them sooner. If not, then probably a bit later. So integration is one tool. It can be MooseSend, it can be Freshdesk, it can be Facebook, whatever. That's one number of integrations. And so to work with SynSpider, you need to have at least 2 integrations so they could communicate together.
All right, and you can communicate like in 2 directions usually, right?
Yeah, sure. For that, you would have to have 2 tasks.
Okay.
And one here and one there.
All right. So another question: what are task flows?
Task flows would be something that I could explain like this with an example. So for example, let's say you grab a lead from Facebook and you throw it to your to MailChimp, let's say, and then MailChimp starts sending emails, and once an email is responded, then you have you caught a lead that wants to communicate with you. Then you send that lead from MailChimp to your CRM, and there in your CRM, your sales guys is notified. Okay, call this guy and sell that shit, for example.
And then the flow itself the flow is when the task runs. So which means if this task is running one time, so you send one lead to your CRM, then it's counted as one. So if you have 500 leads and you send them separately with every event that a lead comes in, then it would be automatically 500 flows that need to run. Okay. If you send 10 leads at one flow, it will be 50 flows that you need to 50 task flows that need to run to send those 500 leads. Does this make sense?
It makes sense to me, but guys, if you have more elaboration, please let us know in the comments, and we will dig into this a little bit more. All right, Norbert, any update on the system?
Yeah, we are already back. It was really a commit that was
really. So your development team.
Yeah. I just wrote them on Slack, and they told me, "Oh shit, it is 5."
All right. So yeah, guys, we'll be going to all these questions a little bit later. So now I will ask you, Norbert, to if you start sharing your screen again.
Yeah, I will. Just give me a second. So in the integrations tab, you see that we have all the integrations that we have already integrated with the account. So in my account, of course, there are a lot of integrations that I did for demo purposes. And in the section below, you see all the available integrations that we have already, and you just need to start typing. Let's say you want to connect Facebook, you start typing Facebook, and then you just click on it, give it a name, Facebook new, hit the next button, and then you are asked to connect to Facebook. So what I do now is connecting to Facebook. It will prompt me this module. I accept, and then I can choose from all the pages that I am administrating, and I just accept them and then click the done button. So everything is really fast forward and it's connected, and I can now use the Facebook integration after I hit the finish button. So we'll see this Facebook new here. It's already there, and I can use it for my automations. I could also easily connect, let's say, MailChimp, which works like this. You click on the integration, name it MailChimp, click the next button, and then you just log into your MailChimp account, grab the API key there, paste it here, click on finish, and you're connected. It works like this for each and every integration. There is a flow that you can do step by step, and as soon as you provided everything we need to connect, it's done, and you can use that integration.
Mm-hmm.
You can also invite your team, so you can invite other people to join your team. You see the account that you have, and you just enter the email address. Team is getting invited, teammate is getting invited. They then have access to the account and can also create new tasks, work on existing tasks, run tasks, and so on. So currently here I am in the dashboard, back again, and I will now just create a new task. So just click here to create a new task. Now we are in focus mode, so we're popping away the navigation, so you can really focus on SyncSpider integration flow. You can open that panel again if you want to navigate it somewhere, or you can close it again. So I am choosing now from an existing, and also on this screen I can add new integrations. So I don't need to add integrations first. It's just a way to see which integrations are already added, to maybe change some things in the settings or remove an integration. You can also add it on the fly while creating a task, and I will pick now from an existing integration. Let's say I would like to have the Facebook one that I just created, Facebook. So also here is a search, and I know Facebook new. I will select this one. Then I need to choose what I want to sync. So let's say if I have e-commerce, it could be products, orders, and so on. So I have a lot of different things that I could choose from what I want to sync as source. And I go to the next here and pick my target integration. It's mainly the same screen, just giving me the option to choose the target. In this case, I would like to send the Facebook leads, let's say directly to my MailChimp. Okay, and here I can send it as subscriber. That's fine. Hit the next button. Then I can choose which page. Let's say I would like to take the monoband leads and the VAS website leads form. So I choose the form that I have on Facebook for the lead ads. Click the next button. Now I can filter and say, okay, I want to have all leads, or I just want to have only that leads that have been created after the last import. So let's pick all leads. Go to the next screen, which is the mapping screen, and here I can do the mappings. So let's say for email I have some things, so I map this, just drag and drop. That's fine. This module that you see, it will always appear as soon as you connected an item. So on here on the left hand side, you see all the attributes that are available from Facebook. If you see something in German here, don't wonder, my account is in German language, so Facebook is submitting those fields in my native language. You will see it in your native language, of course. So if your account is in English, you will see that in English. If your account is in Spanish, you will see that in Spanish. This is what Facebook is sending. And if you have custom fields in your Facebook lead ads, you will also see the custom fields. Okay, this is just a very basic campaign. Here we have a full name, for instance. Okay, so I will map the full name to first name here in the user data of MailChimp. And now we have two fields that we don't have in the Facebook lead ads. So we have, of course, the phone number. That's fine. Okay, I can map it, but we don't have a status and we don't have a list. So this is what we are giving you as well. It's a constant value. And the constant value is in every mapping screen. So every time you will see that, you can use it to map data that you might not have. So I am just mapping here constant value to the status, and it will prompt me all the options that I have on the target side. So the right side here is the target side. In this case, this is MailChimp, and I'm able to select the value from here. So I could say, okay, the contacts that we send from Facebook to MailChimp are always subscribed. Okay, so those should be subscribed, and I want to put them on a list. So I also map the constant value to the list and choose from all the lists that we have. So I just put it here to the test list, and I'm done. So now my mapping is finished. All the new Facebook leads that sign up to get whatever offer you have will be now sent from Facebook directly to MailChimp. Let me go to the next screen, which is the automation screen, where you can give the task a name. So let's say Facebook leads to MailChimp. This is my name. We auto-generate here a small task description, send lead from Facebook new to MailChimp test subscriber. You can change this, of course, to get a bit more details about what the task is doing. And all you need to do is to enable this task to let it run. You can also get email notifications as soon as a task is succeeding. You can choose one of your team or several people of your team to get informed automatically. Let me remove that. Then much more important is the fails. So if the task fails for any reason, you can also pick employees of your team, collaborators, whatever, to let them informed that a task is failed, and we will send out an email to let those people know so that they can jump in and fix whatever went wrong or restart a task right away by just clicking a button. Okay, and you can choose when to start the task. In this case, you can do a scheduler. We will have an event soon, so that we have events already implemented for the most tools that allow events, but we can also, or we will also have that for Facebook, for instance, that if a lead comes in, we will send them right away without a scheduling, and you can combine that as well with schedulers. So let's set up a scheduler here just for an example. You want to send only every hour, you would like to send the leads from Facebook to MailChimp, and you would like to do this every 15 minutes. Then you can duplicate the task and say, okay, I would this schedule, and say, and not only every hour, I would like to send it every 30 minutes of an hour and every 45 minutes of an hour. And now you have now you have a sync setup for every 15 minutes. So when we're here, 0 minute, now we have we will run every 15 minutes, we will run the task. And you can do here entire setups like once a day, once half a day, 4 times a day, whatever you need, you can set it up here. And soon you will also see, instead of schedule as a trigger, you will also see on event. So event means at that moment that we see that there is a new lead, we will send it over right away. Okay. And when we are done, we just hit the finish button, and we have this in our task list. Let's see, MailChimp, here it is. So it's also a quick search. We see here that Facebook is connected to MailChimp, and it will automatically run based on our schedule, but I can start it right away by just clicking the play button here, which will then put this task to the queue. and it will execute, and it will connect now to Facebook, ringing Mark Zuckerberg and asking, hey, Mark, do you have new leads for my MailChimp account to fire off? And as soon as Mark replied, and you know he's a busy guy, so it can take a while, this task will be executed and it runs in the background. And meanwhile, while we're waiting here, we can go and see other tasks where we also have executions already, like here, Facebook to CSV, what we did in another webinar. You can always access the execution log history. So we will keep that for 14 days, and you see every execution that was done. You see the duration of how long it took, and you can go here and check the details. So which was executed. We started to import it, the task. We processed one item. We imported from Facebook. We validated the data. We started to transforming it to the CSV file. And finally, we processed one item. And here is the CSV file with the lead that we sent. And this all took from the starting point until to the end point 2 seconds. So it was one account that we did. So let's see if we already have an execution. Here it is, the log is here. It is executed. It took 3 seconds from the point where we got the data from Mark, and we processed one items. And yeah, it was sent, but we did not export an item. This is because this item is the same item we did to the CSV already, and it got outdated by Facebook meanwhile. So, but it's just as an example. So when it's set up, it will send automatically. And you can also download the log, which is an Excel file, a CSV file that you can open up in Excel and see what happened. If you have a lot of product data or data, it's really convenient to analyze everything in Excel. And yeah, mainly this is it. This is how it works. So what you do is you set up all your tasks to automate your processes. You structure it in projects or in folders or in work groups, whatever you prefer. We have chosen the term project. So you sort it out in those different projects, and you will automate your tasks that you do in the company and put them on autopilot with every single tool that you see in our list, and with every single tool that we will implement for you in the next future. And those implementations are entirely user engaged. So thinkspider.feedbeer.com is our feedback board where you can request new integrations. You just click here on submit feedback and give an integration request. Put in your idea. Let's say, let's put social B, just an example. And please wait just a second. If we have that similar request already, if it's there, you just click on it to vote it up. If you're not logged in, you're asked to subscribe. Then you're logged in, and we will inform you as soon as the status of this integration will change to the next level, and as soon as it is implemented. The more votes that you have on an integration will be our trigger to what integration we will build next. So if the integration is not yet there, just write whatever you want as integration name, give a quick description on what you are expecting, and hit the add integration. And that's mainly it. So then people can upvote. You can ask your friends, you can ask your colleagues to go here, upvote an integration, and we will have the roadmap for you fill up with all the integrations, and we will put it from progress to progress so that you exactly see when something goes live. Okay?
Okay.
Great.
All right. So guys,
did I mention this t-shirt already?
I think you have a few times, but I think you can repeat it.
Okay, so everyone who is purchasing this deal during this webinar, and we will take our time for this webinar, yeah? So you have enough time to purchase. So everyone who will purchase the deal during the webinar will get this lovely ThinkSpider t-shirt.
That's true. So, guys, how many questions do you think we've received during the webinar since we started? I noted them all.
I don't know. 20?
46.
Oh, Jesus.
So
Okay.
we have a lot to do now. So, guys, keep the questions coming, of course, and we'll answer them. So let me quickly share my screen again, and we'll be answering the question by one. Okay, do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. Before we'll jump into it, I think we can quickly walk through the pricing. So there are three plans: 149, 499, and 699. So Alex, can you please tell us a little bit more about the pricing? Because I think your answer will cover a lot of questions I have below here.
Well, the smartest thing you can do is to buy the highest tier plan because it gives the highest value, and that's what I would do.
May I could quickly interrupt you? Sorry, but I just need to tell what Michael told when we met at the conference. You know.
Yeah, that was my joke. Perhaps some
Yeah.
people.
So no, I don't want to interrupt you. I just want to say you need to tell that.
Yeah, so again, sorry for my language, but we had a crazy guy, our sales guy, Michael. I don't know, do you remember? We have a similar haircut, and he just said, "Buy that shit," and usually do that when he does that. So, but pardon my language again. So basically, here we have three different plans, and I don't know what is the biggest difference. And do we have any specific question on pricing, or I'm trying to watch?
We do have quite specific questions on pricing, but maybe you could point out like what is the 72-hour deal specifically.
Well, basically, during the first 72 hours, we want to offer some better value as we are giving this awesome t-shirts for this 2 hours webinar as a plus. Anybody who buys a deal in the next 72 hours will have some add-ons. For example, for our highest tiers plan, which is an agency plan, you'll get 5 additional sub accounts. For business plan, you'll have what do we give there? We have additional
unlimited. Yeah, we have unlimited integrations and task
we
flows.
give an unlimited. Sorry, guys. Limit and the lowest plan, which is the individual plan, will only be valid for this 72 hours. So if you want to grab that deal, you have three more days, and that's it.
Yeah. So guys, if you want to grab this one, it will be gone in 72 hours, and there will be only these two, but without these amazing bonuses. All right. If you have more questions about it, feel free to ask them.
So right now, basically, even in business and in agency plan, the biggest separator are sub accounts, and this 72 hours will give you 5 more sub accounts, which will put you to 15 accounts. I don't know, are we allowed to mention the bonuses we're going to sell later or not? The sub account bonuses.
You mean the add-ons?
Add-ons, yeah.
Yeah, we will see the add-ons later on, maybe.
Yeah, you'll see the add-ons later on. But grabbing this business deal, is quite good because in 3 days as well, it won't be unlimited anymore. It will be limited to 100 integrations.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's jump into more questions. We answered this one, and let's continue here. Question number 3. What is the difference between task flows, task run, and operations run?
So a task flow is the task itself. So if you create a task, then it is counted as one task. So if you have, let's say, 100 tasks in your account, you can create up to 100 of those flows that I showed in the webinar. A task run is when the task is triggered. It doesn't matter how many items are in that task. It just counts how often a task runs. So if you have an event task, for instance, it will run for each and every event. So if you get a new lead, this task will run. It counts as one. And you have a limited number of task runs for the entire month. And the operations are the number of items that you are sending during that run. So if you send 10 items during that run, it will be counted as 10. If you say send 100 items, it will be counted as 100 items. And this is why the limit of the operations is so very high, because you can send a lot of data from A to B then.
So you were basically talking now about these 500K operations.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so if you have, let's say, a web store with 20,000 products, then it is of course a lot of value that you're sending. And if you send this every day, then you might need such a high number.
But I would like also to follow up here and to show, as Norbert says, if you set something on an event, of course it will automatically be triggered. But perhaps you don't want to do that. Perhaps you want to schedule your tasks. So this is also the way how you can calculate how many task runs you want to have. Perhaps you just want to have it once per day, and that is enough for you.
Mm-hmm. So you can fully control how many you want.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
So
so you can make sure that you won't hit your limits.
Yeah, if you don't, because sometimes it is useful to have to send data per event and everything, but sometimes perhaps it's not the best way. You can limit it to once per hour, and then you will get, I don't know, 5 different triggers sent it in one way.
All right.
The most expensive part, to be very transparent here, the most expensive part for a tool like SyncSpider is really are really the number of operations and executions. This is where we really need a lot of money, because this is the calculation that machines, that computers need to do. So it's not just providing you with a tool. There are computing operations in the background, and those consume a lot of money. We are in the Google Cloud, and these operations are costly, and this is why they need to be somehow limited. What you can do, and the limits are really, really high. So for the business plan, you have 500K operations. For the agency plan, it are 1 million operations. It's really high value. But if you run out of operations, we do have add-ons that you can purchase on monthly basis to increase the number of operations at a 10K operations level. So this is something that is available at a very, very low price, but it's just to cover the costs of the computers.
Yeah, and that's basically the reason why a solution like this hasn't been available yet on a lifetime deal, right? Because there are a lot of ongoing costs.
Yeah, you're going to buy it once, but we're going to pay for maintenance and development for, I don't know, forever.
Yeah. And Robert is asking, will there be an add-ons for sub-accounts?
Yes, there will.
All right, amazing. Let's jump on another question. What are the limitations of the agency sub-accounts? Are they also the same amount of operations and tasks, or are they deducted from the main account?
From the main account. This is why the limit is higher.
Okay, all right.
So it's shared across the accounts, sub-accounts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So what we don't expect is that, so first of all, you're a reseller, you're an agency. What we don't expect is that you, that every 10 sub-accounts will consume an insane number of 1 million operations. It's really a huge, huge number. That can easily be shared across 10 accounts. And if you are really growing that big to consume more, we have slight, really, really low level additional operations you can purchase. And you have also the possibility to upgrade at any point with a lovely 40% discount on anything that you see on SyncSpider, except services like integration services. So if we do something customized for you, this is a service that SyncSpider offers, that you can reach out to us and we do a paid integration for you. This is a dedicated and separated team, not related to the core team. You can always request an integration from us. We will quote it for you, and a dedicated account manager will work on you on the development. So we can do really strange integrations for you as well. Okay.
Let me say just the case where you have 500 operation runs, 500K operation runs, or a million. I mean, anybody who has that amount, I'm sure he doesn't have a problem to buy 10 lifetime deals. So
That's true. All right, we have a related question to this, and Ken is asking, can the add-ons be purchased in any time in the future?
Yes, I think they will be released soon on the PitchGround deal site.
Yeah.
We are just working out a feature to read them those add-on codes, because this was a decision that we made today during some finalizing of this webinar and this deal, and we came up with this add-on idea to allow additional add-ons like sub-accounts, and we need to implement first the possibility that these codes can be redeemed on our site, and this will be in the next few days. You can purchase additional sub-accounts at a very good pricing point.
Okay, and another question from Ken. Can you limit how many operations and tasks, etc., available to each sub-account if you don't want to distribute them evenly?
Yes, it's not yet there because we had no features so far. The pricing and billing of SyncSpider worked in another way. So the agency was responsible about the sub accounts. You are more asking for something like let's say a reseller model where you limit those features, and it will be available. So we are already working on that. And it will be available in the next few weeks, so you can completely limit how many a sub account can consume from your resources.
All right, we can move on to another question. And this question is, will more WordPress plugins that don't have a custom post types be integrated? For me, it would be LearnDash.
LearnDash, so everything that is in WordPress typically is built as some kind of custom post type. Even WooCommerce is somehow a custom post type. So what we can do is to analyze if we see LearnDash already. If not, we can find a way to integrate LearnDash. You just put it on FeedBear. Okay, no one is correcting me.
FeedBear.
No one is correcting me. Okay, good.
Well.
So syncspider.feedbear.com. Put LearnDash on it, vote for it, and we will get it done in a way. We will analyze. I know I had that request already. We will analyze it and see if we can see it as some kind of custom post type already. And if this is the case, we will give you a workaround how it's implemented right away. If not, we look for the wordings and get it up there.
All right. Okay, another question. What does 5 integration mean and 15 task flows? I think this person is referring to the basic plan here. So can you please elaborate what exactly does it mean?
Alex, would you like?
Well, five integrations is like we said. So that's the number of integrations you can add to your SyncSpider account. So, for example, you want to integrate Facebook. I'm always with Facebook, Moonsend, Mailchimp, Lemlist, and FreshDex. So these are 5 different integrations which you can add under your account, and then you can create 15 different task flows between those integrations. So, for example, one task flow would be send leads from Facebook to Mailchimp, then to FreshDesk, and that's one task flow. So another task flow is send, I don't know, leads to Lemlist. So Lemlist sends some emails to those leads. I don't know. Am I explaining this good? Is that a good answer?
I think it is, Norbert. Do you agree?
No, it's a good answer, but did I manage to explain it to the crowd?
Yeah, I understood it.
That's good that the founder understood it.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. So,
All right, moving on. Yeah, we are here. We are here. Yeah, here. Is this deal stackable? If so, what feature stack?
no. So yes and no. If you have the agency plan, you will be able to purchase an add-on soon to add additional sub accounts, and this add-on will be available in the next few days on PitchGround. So you opt in for the agency and stack what you can. It's your chance.
All
Buy
right,
the
so the
shit.
add-on will be available only for agency plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
Because
right,
sub accounts are only available in agency.
that's true. Okay. What is tasks versus operations? Maybe just quickly go through it. I know that we already answered it, but
A task is really the task itself from A to B is the task, and the operation is the number of items that you send during a task run.
okay. So, for example, if I'm sending info from Facebook lead ads to Mailchimp, that is a task. But I need to send a name, I need to send phone number, I need to send this and that, and these all are operations.
Operations, exactly.
All
That's
right.
how many, yeah.
Perfect. Another question. All right. Is it possible to stack? I need more than 5 integrations, but less than 100.
Well, then the business plan is the perfect plan for you.
So the middle one for $499 is the best one. I mean, if you want to scale your business, I wouldn't save much on this.
Yeah.
And I would
But
really
also, that
for
business plans will give you unlimited number of integration if you buy them in next 72 hours. So that's quite cool, I think. You never know how many of different apps and programs you're
businesses.
gonna need, and
they pop up every day. There's a new app, so and there's a new lifetime deal, and so on and so on. So we will try to cover a lot of them.
This plan is pretty much for you because even in 72 hours, if you buy in the next 72 hours, you will get unlimited integrations and unlimited task flows. So if I were you, I would grab this one. All right, question number 11. Yes.
46.
Question number 10. What are the limitations of agency sub-accounts? Are they also the same amount of operation and tasks, or are they deduct from the main account? I think we answered this one, right?
Yeah, we answered this. Yeah, we answered this one.
Do you integrate with Coda.io?
Suggestions, please, to thinkspider.feedbear.com.
Yeah.
We don't have it yet, but vote for it, and we might build it up soon for you.
You can suggest all your ideas, but not only for integrations, right? You can suggest ideas for ThinkSpider in general. So if you maybe don't like something about UI, you can suggest a change there.
If you would like to change our COO, you can try. Let's see who votes for it.
That would be interesting to see the votes. Where I can see the list of all integrations. Is this right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
And we had multiple, we have a question but asked multiple times from Dennis, and he's asking, where do I find 100 plus integrations? That's what I believe he read somewhere. How many integrations is available right now?
We have right now available with all the facets, I think a bit more than 100 integrations, because we have for shops we have always around about 5 integrations. So we have for Magento, we have products, we have customers, we have orders, we have categories, we have attributes. So every entity is an integration. So from the tools itself, tools that are currently integrated, I think we have around about 35, 36, something like this are from the tools that we integrated. But with all those facets that a tool has, we have over 100. From the tools itself that we are integrating, you will see around about 4 to 10 different new tools that are integrated in every month.
All right, so 4 to 10 new tools integrated every month. That's amazing. All right, cool. Another question. When we write our own custom integration using your API, can we make it available to ThinkSpider users?
Yeah, absolutely. This is what we would love to see. So we have an open API. Please reach out to me on Facebook or through the chat. Ask for us as partner. We will provide you with all the information about our API. We will guide you on how to integrate, and we can make your integration public to our users.
So just find this gentleman on Facebook and send him a message. All right, another question. E-commerce is the main reason we'll be also interested, especially to Spider from PrestaShop. I like the use of the Spider here as an integration.
Yeah.
From PrestaShop to Amazon without using custom plugins. Would this be able to achieve this and keep things synced? Sales or product availability / stock?
Yes.
That's it?
Yeah, that's already available.
Yes, that's there.
Okay, so it's available. Amazing.
Yeah.
Time interval for each plan.
What does this mean? Okay, so we have a limit on how often you can synchronize things, and the time interval is the metric for this. So if you have the small plan, the time interval is, I think, 15 minutes, and this is the maximum you can do.
I'm not sure about that, but okay, he's the boss.
Yes.
What I want to say that for the
Oh, sorry.
Okay, no, we don't have the time interval. We did not put it in as limit. Yeah, we discussed it. It's on our regular plans. We have the time interval, but here we don't have. So you can use it as you see. So time interval is also events are available for the smallest plan. It was especially for the smallest plan because every other has those events available already. And so in this case, no, for the lifetime deals, we don't consider time intervals. You can also fire events.
All right, perfect.
Yes, so for this lifetime deal, we decided to go very good. I mean, to give the best deal we can, even better than the pricing we have. And that's it.
All right, another question is, will we be able to transfer workflows to clients if necessary?
This question is asked in a perfect way because currently it's not there, but it's already on our internal roadmap to implement this for the clients feature. We have these requests long before the webinar series started for PitchGround. It's needed as well in our agency already, so we will see it definitely in a affordable time frame. So this is something that is highly requested already.
All right. Norbert, Alex, I received so far, while we are answering questions, like 20 more. So I will update this presentation. But meanwhile, can you please tell us, like in 3 or 5 minutes, about the event we attended and that you actually end up second from many other competitors?
Yeah. The guys who end up first, they are frauds. We should have been there first. So that's all. I mean, it's a huge app. I don't know. Have you heard? What's the name, Norbert?
No, the thing was we've been now on the e-commerce conference in Vienna, which is the leading e-commerce conference in Austria. There are people from 26 countries all over the world, over 700 attendees that are all focusing on e-commerce. So big web shop owners, small web shop owners, agencies, providers, software providers, really different people. We connect there, learn from each other, and we had an exhibition booth there. It was great, and we also have been nominated to the e-commerce award, the Anton Award, which is the only e-commerce award in Austria. And we have been nominated for the best e-commerce tool 2019. And actually, it was the second place that we got from over 60 tools that have been that tried to win that award. So we've been on the short list for some weeks, and then finally we got nominated, and and now we're second, which is really makes us really proud. Especially the #1 tool was Vue Storefront, which is very, very common in the e-commerce space at the moment. Even Magento recommends Vue as the mobile storefront. So that's cool. It's really making us proud about being the second place here.
Yeah, I mean that's a great accomplishment.
Yeah.
And I had the opportunity to talk to you guys there in person, so
Yeah.
it was amazing.
It was great. And we drank a schnapps.
Yeah, we drank a schnapps. If you guys interested in this interview, it's available. But I'm still not fully finished with the questions there. It's just so many of them. So can you please share a little bit something else? Sorry.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
You guys are crazy. So many questions. I love it. But I need like a little more time.
I think you don't want to see the video about the after show party, right?
No, please not. I mean, it's still not 10 a.m. in most countries.
I know.
So
I understand.
I mean 10 p.m.
Just kidding. So guys, what is cool as well is here we have some section that is called the custom templates. And you can hop in here into the custom templates, and you can build your very own CSV template, or you can create the API template. How this works is easy. So when you're logged in here, and here's why I can, and this is just what I need to do as super admin, I can enable an integration as public. So let's say you want to do your custom API integration or your CSV integration. You click here on Add New Integration Template. Then you give it a name. Let's say this is my custom integration. You describe it a bit. This is an obligation, so people need to know what this integration is all about. You can upload a logo by just clicking here, picking some file, or you drag and drop it, and it's getting uploaded. And then you can choose who can see this integration. So in this case, we have by default just my company, so you can treat an integration just for you. You can select specific companies that are under your account that will be available to see this integration. This is especially interesting for ERP providers or some custom things, or you can even put it to public. And then you can select the base module, which is either a CSV file. So especially for CSV, we have something like product feeds, which is very interesting for drop shipping providers. So drop shipping providers could create their product feed as CSV files, so that the supply that the resellers of the drop shipper can has always an accurate file here to send product data to their stores. Or you are a portal and you want to let people within web shop list the products to you, you can provide the CSV feed here. It's like for Austria's Geizhals, which is a CSV based template, or Idealo, or whatever they are called, those pricing portals. And the other hand, you can also build your custom API, which is really cool, because the API is something that you specify, not we specify the API. We just give the people the information on how to talk with SyncSpider. So we just give you the information how to send data, how to get data. Yeah, but you define which entities you would like to send, like products, orders, customers, stock, price, whatever you name the entity, it's on you. And even the attributes within an entity can be named and defined entirely by you. And you don't need to listen to our conventions. We call it universal API because it's really unique and universal for you only. So let me pick the API part, because CSV is easy. You just upload the file and you have the template. For the API, you can continue the configuration and you can start to add the data type. So let's say you would like your custom integration to have an entity called customers. Okay, done. Then you would like to have your API to have an entity called leads. Done. And then you just go in there and define the attributes. You say, okay, we will send for company, we will send the company name, or send or listen to. So then we might have a first name. So you just configure how the fields should look like, what you will send or get via API. And you even can define the fields. So let's say we have a creation date.
I'm ready, by the way.
Yeah, okay. Creation date, then you even can define that this field should be a date field. So we are expecting and validating a date field in this case, and users are able to map the right date how you would expect it into your system. And you can even define which field should be mandatory, let's say the company name. And that's it. As soon as you have built it up, you can activate it for your account, and you can use it as a native integration and send the data. You will get an API key and send the data. So I bored you enough.
All right, I added 30 more questions, so let's get going on them. So before I will ask this question, which is actually quite cool, I will need to address something which is being repeated a lot in the comments and in the chat, that PayPal checkout is not working properly. Guys, if you have problems with PayPal, please try Incognito tab. Just open PitchGround in Incognito tab so it's without cache. And if this won't work, please try to use your credit card instead of PayPal. These are 2 tips we can give you right now on the spot. But if it will be still there, just reach out to support. But first, try Incognito tab, and if it won't work, please use credit card and it should be okay. All right, moving on.
Good.
Question number 18 out of 67. Any plan to integrate with German bookkeeping software Safdesk? I got invoices from WooCommerce generated through WooCommerce Germanized that I copy paste every month. Really annoying work.
Yes, I know, and yes.
All right. So yes, it will be available. All right.
Yeah. Just put it again on the FeedBear account. Please put it there that we don't forget about it. I know Safdesk, and we will implement them.
Okay, let's go. What if you have 3 details from 1 lead? Is that 3 task flows?
No, 1.
All right, so it's 1. No.
If you are sending them together, if you're sending them in 3 different tasks, it are 3 flows. But typically you send them at once, and then it's 1 flow.
Okay.
But that's how many operations?
Yeah.
We answered this one. Where do I find 100 plus integrations? So let's move on. How many users can manage on business plan?
We don't have a limit for users. So of course, if you have 100 users in the business plan, we might reach out to you and ask you why the hell do you need 100 users for your business plan? But there are no restriction on that. So
okay.
Yeah.
This is the long one. What is the name of another apps? The library integrate apps is too little. I will willing buy, but I don't know how many months Syncspider can fulfill library popular apps for all user ready to start everything. Yeah. So this is actually addressing the issue with releasing the new commit on your end. But
we had a nice developers. Yeah.
You answered this one. So how fast you can be adding the integrations?
Well, I said about 4 to 10 integrations every month are possible. We can and will continue to do that because Syncspider is already up and selling. We are in the e-commerce niche already. We have clients there. We are a stable company with in total 25 employees that are not only for Syncspider but for the whole holding. We have great customers and well-known customers. So integrations are our most important part of development at the moment to get more and more integrations. With every integrations, we also increase the number of possible customers. So don't worry, we will continue with
Yes, and
or without you.
hopefully with you. But what I also wanted to say,
Yeah.
so this is a LTD sale. So what you are investing with us in your and our future as well. And I can promise that we will fulfill. And when once that SynSpider has 200 integrations, it's for sure it won't be having any LTD or anything. You'll
Mhm.
don't have to buy
SynSpider
a
won't have
full
an LTD, so
anywhere. Yeah, so
this is PitchGround LTD gone. Thank you.
yeah,
But yeah,
and
no, it's the best value that you can achieve. Really, the best value is now in the 72 hours, because you get bonuses that never will come back. You will get a T-shirt that never will come back, or it will come back, but you won't get it. And it's a really cool T-shirt. It's like, yeah, it's a cool black T-shirt with our SynSpider logo. You will get it if you purchase it during this webinar, and afterwards, 72 hours, you will get bonuses. And this value will never, ever, never come back.
yeah, because in a year when we have 100, not it will be even closer. It doesn't matter. This deal is gone.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes people are afraid, like that these LTD companies are not mature enough, that they are not legit, and so on. And guys, I can tell you, like I visited them last week, and they are really legit. Legit. It's like they had the best
Legitimate.
booth position at the whole conference. Like you couldn't miss them. There were always someone. So it was an amazing experience. So I wouldn't be afraid to invest in these guys. All right, another question. Let me scroll 3 kilometers down. Any chance the G Suite will be an integration?
A chance, yes. Yes. Put it on Feedbear. G Suite is so we already in touch with Google, because Google has chosen us as a Google Cloud startup. So we are currently funded by the Google Cloud with budget to use on their cloud software, which is a huge spending that Google gives us here. It's great to be on their startup program for the cloud, and we have already touch points here and there. To get G Suite integrated is a hard job, because we need to qualify for a lot of things. We need to have an audit done, and the audit is very expensive. We will try and see how far we come. It is nothing that you will see in the next 2 or 3 months. It is something that we will work on the long term, let's say half a year. But yes, G Suite is very, especially Gmail, is very interesting for us. What we have already is Google Drive and Google Spreadsheets.
Mm-hmm.
This is already here. You can use it as a data source and data target, and it's just another step to also have Gmail.
Mm-hmm. I see. Okay. Before we move on, we have a little issue people are reporting. So, for example, if you purchase agency plan and you see 10 sub accounts instead of 15, I'm being said by Udit that you will be updating it manually, right?
Yes.
You need to update it manually, exactly. We will do this. Please reach out to the support, give us your order number. We will verify that and update it manually.
All right. We will create a separate post for this, because I think more people will be asking this.
Yeah.
All right. Another question. What happens if you go over the tasks per month or operations limit? With the LTD, will you have option of paying for extra, or will it just stop working?
No, it will not stop working. You have the option to pay extra and upgrade your account.
Mm-hmm. White labeled plan for agency plan?
We will definitely give you an option to co-brand. So I have already requests from ERP providers or marketplaces outside of this PitchGround world, outside of this LTD world. They all need the option to upload their own logo, which will be possible. Directly white label is simply impossible, because every integration or a lot of integrations like Facebook or like Google Sheets will need an access token, which will show at least at that point when you sign up as a user and connect an app. At that point, you will see at least SyncSpider. This is something that we cannot hide by technical reasons, because we need to verify our accounts at Facebook, at Google Sheets, and so on. And then our apps are connecting. And this is a point where the request comes from SyncSpider. But until then, to upload your own logo to the backend, to maybe even allow you to add your own domain, this is something that we definitely consider. The logo is something that definitely comes, but maybe we will also have something like a custom domain. But for the authentication of specific apps, we are simply not able to white label them.
All right. Thank you. Another question. Although data syncing is important, will we be able to perform other non-data actions, IFTTT, Zapier, Integrum functions?
Yeah, and even in the near future. So we have something like calculations, combining fields, and triggers for some specific actions, so you can build entire flows connecting different tasks after each other and have some specific flows.
All right. How much it costs for additional task operations if we exceed the limit of LCD holder?
Will be announced on the PitchGround deal site.
All right. Could you ask Norbert about a hoodie? This is a question from Alex. So
we will make a hoodie and make another cool contest about it.
Yeah, all right.
The SyncSpider hoodie.
The famous hoodie. Using this Facebook example, will you add other functions such as posting, etc., available in the API?
I'm not sure I understand this.
Okay, like adding a post on Facebook. I'm not sure. You can put it on Feedbear, please, but I'm not sure if this is the use case. We will more integrate with something like Buffer or like any other tool that is already able to post on Facebook and to have it available via a third-party provider. Then yes, but directly posting on Facebook, I'm not sure if this is really a use case. So if we have enough votes on that, on Feedbear, of course, it will be added. But there are a good tool for that. Yeah.
All right. How many steps cannot run?
How many steps can I run? I would.
I think this is like copy-paste question. So I think we can answer how many steps can we run.
We have a multi-step engine, so you can add different steps after each other. It's currently on our dev environment. You will have an additional plus icon to add more steps, and and then you can run them step by step. Yeah.
I need more details on API and webhook integrations. Please show examples. Can you show it?
In another webinar. I just showed the API quickly, but this takes too much time. We will announce a webinar where we do an in-depth walkthrough about API and webhooks. If this is okay with you, Jakub, that we plan another webinar, and we will announce it. We will invite you, and we will do in-depth API and webhook. I will also invite our CTO, who will explain the API entirely. Costa will join that, and we will do a very technical one for you guys.
All right. For the sub accounts, the client can get access to all the integrations and also to all the tasks. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, but account related. So every account has its own integrations and its own tasks, of course, and the client can get the access to his sub account where they also see his integrations and his tasks, or add new integrations or add new tasks.
I'm not sure, Guy, here's Andrew. So we have a main account where you in SyncSpider you can access any integration you want. You just need to integrate it. So to, as Norbert shown, either to validate it via Facebook or to add that API key or token, it doesn't matter. And then you have it under your account. But if you have sub accounts, then you'll have to do that again for that sub account. So they're not mixed. That's the point, one of the points of sub accounts.
Okay. Whoa.
Yeah, this is Andy. Say hello to Andy. This is my partner in the. Hi. He's just jumped in and said, "Is the webinar still running?" Yes, it is.
Hello, Andy. How are you doing? Okay. This is a long one, but it's a good one. I have 30 subscribers per day to a big marker auto webinar. I want to send those to my Platformly account based on tags, for example, registered assistants, not attendee, early abandon, etc. I will need this to be updated constantly, so I sent the correct email from Platformly. Thank you for attending. You forgot to attend, etc. So Platformly correctly changed the tags and emails list based on that information. How many tasks, integrations, and operations would take from my SyncSpider account? Basically, I need to be clear on what package I would need to buy.
This package, the 30 subscribers per day, if they're sent constantly, will probably exceed the limit. Let me just check that. 30, it are 900. So you probably could have the lowest plan. It would be okay. But if you increase, then you would cut the limits at some point. So 900 operations it would be. And yeah, so
let me scroll up here. So it will be really tight if with this plan, right?
Yes, it would exactly fit into that plan because it would be 900 operations. You would have 100 operations left. So, but I would recommend to go with the business plan here because this is a one-time chance to really get that covered. If your business grows and you have more signups, then you will exceed the limit.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you want to scale your business, like this wouldn't be enough, like in just a few days, if you're scaling massively. Yeah. So we recommend go with the middle one. All right, let me scroll to the middle. Yeah, this one.
So
Webhooks.
Alex, you continue quickly with one or two answers. I need to go to Andy for a minute. He has one question because we're currently moving the office. And Alex, you just continue with one or two, yeah?
All right. Do you know where webhooks will be available?
They'll be available I think we said it in the last webinar, mid-November.
Okay.
And I want to jump in on the last question we had also, because I don't want people to think that okay, if I have 30, what was the question? 30 subscribers per day, and that's it. Then that's like the most you can get out of this lowest tier plan. That's not totally true, because if you, for example, schedule your tasks, so you don't want to send them immediately, but schedule it to run twice per day. So then in these 12 hours, you can pick up those 15 leads, and in another 12 hours, you pick up another 15 leads. So you only have 2 operations then. You don't have 30 for every one a trigger operation is run, but you gather 15 of the leads or the subscribers and send them in one operation. I'm not saying that's because I would like you to stay on the lowest plan, because I'm sure you'll find more subscribers, you'll have more jobs and everything, but I just want to explain that it's not as limited as it would perhaps sound to somebody listening, that it's only 30 subscribers per day.
Okay. All right. Thanks for explaining it. So mid-November, webhooks release. Do you have Thrive themes and or Thrive card integrations also? So let's answer this one.
Thrive card is set on our integration request, so it will be developed. I cannot say exactly when. We have so many people voting for different stuff. We'll have to just go through them and to decide what to go first. A lot of them have the same number of integrations. Are we going to go with like small wins, so we give you 10 different integrations in 1 month, or go to spread it out a bit? We're going to see. So
Thrivecart is already Thrivecart has already, I think, 38 votes or something like that, so it will be most probably one of the next.
Yeah, but a lot of people are voting, yes.
And for Thrive themes, it's WordPress as far as I know. So every form that is in WordPress is, I think, a custom post type even. So I think Thrive themes, I will check that as well, like LearnDash. I think that with our WordPress integration, it should be already available to grab the form entries. I will check that because it's very interesting to see. So we can also do, if you want, Jacob, if people are interested in that during the next 2 weeks, we can also schedule a webinar where we entirely go through WordPress things. Just cover WordPress. What can I do with WordPress integrations? And because this is really the deepest, one of the deepest integrations that we have is WordPress. And we can go through that and see what SyncSpider can do with it.
All right, and that'd be awesome. Me personally would be interested in this a lot, like what it can do with WordPress. All right, another part of the question. Also, on the agency level, the limits are for the main account, including sub-accounts, or each sub-account?
Yes.
These are for the agencies, yeah.
Okay. But did you want to add something, Alex?
I just said yes.
Okay. By the way, guys, if you want to show something, again, that'd be more than welcome, because I already have like 15 more questions here I need to add into this presentation.
I'm not sure what we have to. I have to show something actually. So this is the SyncSpider t-shirt. Do you still see my screen? No.
No, I'm actually sharing my screen. So I will stop sharing screen, and please share your screen now. I'll add everything there.
Okie dokie. So this is the great SyncSpider t-shirt during this webinar, and keep posting questions, because as long as this webinar takes, you will have a chance to grab this great t-shirt, which means if you purchase today during the webinar, you will get this t-shirt for free. Everyone who purchases now will get this t-shirt for free, and it will be gone after this webinar closes. The final words from Jacob will be, and then the t-shirt is locked. So try to get your PayPal problems covered, PitchGround. People want to purchase and get a cool t-shirt, and you also get a lot of bonuses while the next 72 hours, which are announced on the PitchGround website already. You will get cool bonuses if you purchase during the next 72 hours.
I see a question here. I don't want to steal your gig, Jacob, but great idea for VP integration webinar, always great. But what are the sizes for the t-shirts? Do we have?
we did not produce this t-shirt yet, so we waited for your sizes. So we will have a list where you can fill out a small form with your address, with your size, and we will have all sizes available from XS to mini tents. So
actually, we are going to send you just this JPEG file as a t-shirt.
One of our customers is a tent producer, so we will ask them if we need to produce something XXXL.
All right, I added more questions, and we can move on. Guys, I see that on Zoom you're asking so many questions in the Q&A section. I just noted them all and will be answered soon.
And Facebook, do we have them as well?
Yeah, Udit is sending me everything from Facebook.
So you need to share your screen again?
Yep, I'm sharing my screen now. All right, how many team members will we have on the plan? I think it's
answered. We don't limit it, and we will reach out to you if you need it too much. Then we will talk to you why you need so much team members. But I don't expect this, to be honest.
Perfect. And if webhook integrations with SyncSpider,
Yes.
it's simple one, but very important for our agents.
It's already there. We are testing it already on our dev server. We needed to redo some things for the webhooks because currently they are a bit too complex. We made it much more easier. They will be released very, very soon. A lot of our integrations work already with the webhook module itself, like let's say Albatross or any other tool that's firing, like ITscope, for instance, is also firing webhooks. So we have this already, and we just need to make the user interface so easy that you can really use them. This is something that we're currently working on. It's already on our dev servers, and it will come soon.
I said mid-November. I hope it didn't make a mistake, because
that's good. Mid-November is good. That's good.
It'll be sooner, but it's better to give a longer.
Yeah, better to have from the expectations, not to promise too much, but it will be definitely there.
All right. Another question. What is the purpose of the template integration and how it can be used? Samples of using it?
Yes, we showed it. I showed it off later earlier in the webinar. How it general works. The templates are mainly for people who have a specific product feed or order feed or shipping centers that provide you with a specific feed that they want to have, and you can create a template out of it and share it also with your users. So it's a perfect thing for software providers, for people who build templates for different marketplaces or portals. For that purpose, you can make it public for every user to let them see. And we will have a specific webinar where we go deeply to our API and to those templates. It will be another webinar where you can learn it, and where our CTO is also available to discuss with you about all the features set there.
All right. Does it mean that we can set up our own events and triggers for own integration?
Yes.
Or our own agency? Yeah.
Yes. Yes, exactly. You can limit your own templates to your customers only, or you can make it public for everyone.
Perfect. All right, we answered this one. Do you plan at multi-steps in future?
It is already there. It is already there, multi-steps. It's just not yet released. We faced a bug when we introduced it, that that you was not able to go back to the last step, but it's already there. We are just fixing that bug and release it.
Perfect.
I think we shared some screenshot of a UI for that.
Yeah. It's already there.
All right. Can you only connect two integrations, or can you connect many in a sequence?
You can connect many in a sequence.
That's basically the answer for above as well.
Yes.
Is there a way to test the tasks without going live, just to make sure it does not screw things up, or to make a backup from the source?
No, we don't have something like this yet. It's we have a preview. So in the mapping screen, you can click the preview button and you see what data we get and what data we send. But we don't have a test itself. We suggest to create an integration of a test system always before you do a live sync. It's easily changed then, but actually we could implement some test runs. Alex, maybe you can put it later on as a feedback to the feedback board, so that we can introduce some additional button next to the play button to make a test run, and provide just a CSV file with the results, something like that.
Okay, let me think about it.
Yeah.
All right. Next
Roadmap
question.
planning on the live webinar. That's cool.
Now, the next question. There's a limit of 5 integration for the individual plan. Does the limit is for activate integration?
Yes. If you remove it, you can add another one. 5 concurrent integrations are the limit.
Okay. Why is the 149 plan so high, but that's less than the entry level on SyncSpider plan. We are forced to push 499, which is over what some of us need.
To be very honest, the thing is really that a
It's the
tool
business
like this, like SyncSpider, is really very expensive
to run.
So, and this is why we wanted to give the 149 plan was not even planned. It was not even planned until today, to be very transparent and to be very honest with you guys. We just wanted to release the 499 plan, yeah, and the add-on for the agency at 699 in total. We just wanted to have those two plans, but we went into discussions today again, some hours before we did this webinar, and we discussed today that we would love to have something for an entry level, something very small. And this was the 149 plan. We limited to 72 hours only now, because it's simply that you will need support, you will need help, and you will use the system, and it is simply too much costs. It's not comparable with any other LTD, because you have so much ongoing costs, and those need to be at least a bit covered. And this is why we had an entry level at this low point with 149, which is really, really low for us. And we even wanted to limit the licenses. So we even don't want it to get more than 500 licenses at the 499 plan, but we even, yeah, I'm not even sure if we will increase that limit, but this is, yeah, it's simply not doable. So I hope you don't mind it. It's something that we simply need to decide because of the high costs.
Yes.
Okay.
And again, this is the reason why a tool like this hasn't been launched yet ever on a LTD, because there are so many ongoing costs. And like this, yes, I agree. It's a little more expensive than like regular LTD tools, but you need to understand the reason behind this price. And I thank you for it, Norbert, that you answered so good. Yeah. All right. Another question. Also for buyer in Taiwan. I think this is related to T-shirt.
Yes, sure. So we will send it to you as well. if you have a chance to pick it. I don't know about legals and about if it's okay to send a T-shirt to Taiwan or not, so please don't mind me. If we get a way to give it to you, and the way is on a legal possibility, then yeah, why not?
I think it's allowed to send a T-shirt to Taiwan.
Yeah, I'm
pretty sure. Just don't put anything in it.
Yes.
Okay. Are these limits across all accounts, but sub-accounts? Yes. Across all accounts.
Yes.
I know you mentioned it in previous webinar, but when is US Amazon Seller Central going live? I didn't see it on syncspider.feedbear.com.
Because it's already under development, and we are just requesting from Amazon some things to sign off and to get approved and all this kind of stuff. So it can't take long anymore. We are already approved in Europe, so US is just another step. It will take some weeks though to get everything up and running, but it's already, let's call it like this. It's already implemented, but we need to be available on the market.
Verified, authorized, what's the
all this kind of couple of weeks, yeah.
All right. Will there be add-ons for sub-accounts? Would love to see a reseller option.
You can purchase sub-accounts later on PitchGround. You will need to take care about your reseller billing, and so this is something where you need to take care about that yourself. Reselling it and charging your customers, but you will be able to purchase sub accounts.
Okay, and it's available only for agency plan, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So it will be possible to buy an add-on for more integrations.
If you purchase the business plan during the next 72 hours, you have unlimited integrations. If you want to opt in for the entry plan, then unfortunately, no, there will be no add-on. You would need to opt in for the business plan.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Question number 51. The 72-hour bonuses are not automatic. Do I need to create a ticket?
Yes, please.
Can you please elaborate how exactly
yes.
this works?
So our system doesn't know about those 72 hours. It was simply too expensive and needed too much time to implement such automatic process. We just have a set of codes. Please reach out to us, give us your order number. We will verify that you purchased the deal within those 72 hours, and we will do that manually. Just reach out to the support in our chat bubble lower right, and we will get you served within a short time frame.
Question from Melinda. Just bought a plan now. Congratulations, Melinda. Will my t-shirt be shipped in Australia?
Of course.
Thank you for that. Thank you for the deal. Yes, of course. We will, if there is no legal showstoppers, you will get a t-shirt to Australia. Question from Marcus. Austria, by the way.
Question from Marcus. I think we can answer all t-shirt related questions. T-shirt only sent to DACH or also for foreign countries?
To all countries accepting t-shirts. So it's important that your country receives t-shirts.
Yeah. if there is no legal showstopper, you will get a t-shirt.
So if people in your country wear a t-shirt, I think you should be able to get a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Question number 52 is the same one. Question number 52. Can we send webhooks from other software to SyncSpider to process it into our integrations?
Absolutely.
So yes, it's possible.
Please sign up for the API webinar where we cover all those things in deep and very technical with our CTO Costa, who doesn't know about that he need to hold a webinar yet.
Okay. I need more details on API and webhook integrations. Please show examples. That's
the same answer as above. The webinar will come and where we will go really deeply through that part.
And we have a message from Jarek, just bought agency. Congratulations.
Wow. Congratulations. Thanks, Jarek.
Your gong doesn't sound good like sometimes. When is the API webinar? Julian, we'll be making a schedule for it during this week. So please stay tuned in Facebook group. We'll be releasing it there. Next question, same question. For the sub accounts, the client can get access to all integrations and also all tasks. Thank you.
I think we explained that before. So client can have access all integrations that are available in SyncSpider. But when you add an integration to your account, this is why we have sub accounts. So another sub accounts are other integrations. So yes and no. You have an access to all integrations, but one of your accounts will have certain set of integrations you added. Second sub account has another integrations you added. Third sub account has other integrations you added.
Okay.
Is that clear? I don't know. Because sometimes you work on something and you're in it. For you everything is clear and you don't think about it while saying. But I'm not sure I'm explaining that good.
I mean, I understood it.
Good.
All right. Another question. Is there a way to test the task without going live? Yeah, we answered this one. You can preview the task, but the test feature might be implemented in the future. Just to make sure again. This is not a question actually. Yep, I might also need direct webhook to support. We answered this one similar. So yeah, so if you need like more integrations and you will cross it, or how was the answer for this once again?
Concurrent integration. So you can integrate a tool and then remove the tool and integrate another tool. So it's just for 5 concurrent integrations.
All right, perfect. Hi there. Well, when will Google integration be available?
It is. So Google Sheets is available when you pick. This is just one thing that we need to change. So the CSV module actually is a file module. We need to change the name from CSV to file module because in the file module, or now currently called CSV module, you can choose the storage type, and there you can choose Google as storage type, and then you can pick the Google Sheet. So this flow is a bit, it's a grown module. It was the very first module we ever built, and it was called the CSV module. We just need to rename it, but you can pick it, and then you have already the Google integration there. Just pick as storage mode, pick Google Drive, and then you have everything you need.
Perfect. Another question. And is any alerts if there are any broken syncs or syncs failures?
Last step in the activation screen, when you create a new task, you can choose whom to alert when there is a failure.
Okay, so there can be like person responsible specifically for failures, and you can send everything to him or her. All right. Hi guys, is there a generic MySQL integration to be able to map fields also for other generic or customized apps, please?
Yes. So first of all, we have already a Windows application which is able to connect to any SQL database, including MySQL database, where you can do an entirely individual integration. Currently, this is just available for Microsoft Windows users because it needs Microsoft Windows to be installed on it. And then you can connect your even web-hosted MySQL database as well. And we will bring this feature also to app, which allows you then to connect to a MySQL database and connect anything. So we will have, I think we have already a webinar scheduled for the Windows things that we show off the Windows features. And then we will cover that as well, but it will also come to the web app that you can connect to generically to a MySQL database and do the mappings directly from there with inner joins and everything you need.
All right. We will release all the webinar dates in this week. So there are more like 3 webinars already planned for desktop app, for API, for webhooks, and so on. So stay tuned in our Facebook group. All right, another question. The individual plan is so limited on integration. Basically, if I use Facebook and Paperform, they are 2 integrations.
Yes.
All right.
You should go with the business plan. No, you have 3 left, so you can add 5 integrations, and if this limit is, let's say it's a fair limit to have 5 integrations. If you really need more, you really should consider to opt into the business plan.
Mm-hmm. All right. I paid $20 for Zapier for 15K sync per month. How much would cost the add-on? What will be the cost for the add-on, basically? Do you hear me, guys?
Yeah. Just need to think about what
the add-on we are planning to release on PitchGround.
For the additional operations.
Yes.
This will be announced on PitchGround. We are currently calculating it down, but it will be under 10.
Okay.
For 10K, definitely far under 10.
Mm-hmm. Why limited the integrations if we have a task and operations limit? I don't have that many tasks or run instead. I prefer unlimited integrations.
Yeah, I fully understand that there are a lot of people would request some other type of pricing and plans. We also had a hard time to work on this and discuss. We came up with different solutions and we landed up where we currently are. Um, I I fully understand that you might, or this is the use case especially for you, and I respect that, but we came up with these plans as they are at the moment, and I think it's a fair deal for everyone, and it's very sweet that you have 72 hours to unlock unlimited integrations if you opt in for the business deal.
Exactly. All right. Next question. I need at least 3K for a month. Is there a price between 1 and 10K tasks per month? There is not. Basically, every plan you see on the landing page here.
Yeah.
All right. Can operations also be described as a number of mapped fields in an integration, and a task is running that integration one time? Thanks.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So if we buy tomorrow, then we won't get the t-shirt.
No.
It really depends on how many questions
yes.
you will be asking. If there will be questions still tomorrow, then yes, you will get a t-shirt even tomorrow if the webinar will be still going. But probably then there won't be that many questions. So please make sure you will buy it as soon as possible before this webinar ends, and you will get a t-shirt too.
Yeah, and we will waive all the money that we earn now into shipping costs.
Okay. What kind of scheduling features does SyncSpider have? How often do tasks flows run?
We have a time-based scheduling, and we do have event-based triggering of tasks, depending on the integration itself. So if the source integration is able to send events, then we will use events. And if you want that, or you can schedule the tasks as well in a different kind of time frames.
All right. Will you support multis?
Yes.
Already answered. Yes, we already.
Mm-hmm. How is SyncSpider individual plan with only 5 integrations and 15 task flows better than Zapier's free plan and Integromat's free plan?
It's SyncSpider.
I don't. So first of all, you never know if the free plan will be forever free. And it's the number of. I think they limited the number of task runs per month quite much. So I think the free plan has just 100 task runs, as I remember. And with our plan, you can have 1,000 task runs. So this is a huge difference of the free plan, and yeah, it's this is mainly it. Yeah.
Okay. How much the cost for sub account add-on in the agency plan? It will be decided, right?
Yes, we discussed it already, but I don't want to tell it. You as PitchGround may tell it as soon as you agreed to it.
Are the 5 integrations fixed, or we can swap integrations later? Of course, limit of 5 integrations at a time will apply.
No, they're not fixed. You can swap them later.
Perfect. Can you explain the WordPress form integration and what exactly it means? There are many options for forms in WordPress, and I'm not sure how data would be transferred.
We are connecting via some plugin that we wrote for WordPress, and we are connecting via API, and we are able to read every custom post type from WordPress. So we can see those fields as you named it there and put it to our mapping screen. And this is how it mainly works. We will have a webinar fully related to WordPress, where we just discuss things about WordPress and how you could use SyncSpider for WordPress.
Okay. Just curious, can SyncSpider be used with OAuth to log people into websites which don't have that built on into their own member functions?
It's a nice idea, really nice. I'm not sure. We need to analyze that. Please be so kind and put it on syncspider.feedbear.com.
Jakub is reading your thoughts, Norbert.
Yes. Not feed beer. Thank you. Can you feed me with beer? No.
You can suggest it and people can upvote.
Yeah.
Where can we see the integrations and what happens if they don't integrate with what we have?
You can see integrations on our website, or when you jump into app.syncspider.com and test the tool or buy the tool. So basically, yes, that's the right address. The second part of the question, I'm not sure I understand. And what happens if we don't have it, if we don't integrate with what we have?
I think if you don't support the tools yet.
Yeah,
Please put it on FeedBear. If you see an integration that we don't have, or vote for it if it's already there. And the third option you have is reach out to us and ask for a custom integration. It is a paid service where we integrate with the tool you name at a paid service. It will be then available for your account or for every account depending on the integration. And you can also use our custom API to integrate the app you need. It's the fourth option.
Okay. How much the cost for sub-account add-on in agency plan will be released soon? Are the 5 integrations, we actually answered this one too. This one as well. Will Zero be integrated in the future?
It's already on the FeedBear and you can vote for it. And as it is accounting is very important for e-commerce customers as well, it will be really one of the next integrations as well. Yeah.
All right. I see under my current pricing plan, PitchGround agency remaining integrations 1,000. Why? I thought it's unlimited.
It is unlimited. We just needed to put some number on it because it's to avoid any abuses and everything. But of course, if you ever come to that 1,000 number, you just reach out, we will increase it, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to put a limit there. This is technically in our software.
Okay, so I believe, Alex, that we answered your question. Is it possible to fire out a
one thing,
email?
Congrats on grabbing that plan.
Yeah, congrats on grabbing that plan. I didn't hear a gong. What's happening?
Huh? Ding. Congratulations to the plan.
All right. Is it possible to fire out a warning email if the task or operation's running out?
Yes, of course. That's. I think we showed it. You can.
No, this is when I understood it like this. If I run out of operations, to get a warning like
yes.
You just have yes. We just need to implement this. We are using GIST for the communications. We send those events already to our GIST, and we just need to set up the email sequence for it. Alex will have some work the next few weeks.
Okay.
Send fire warning.
Also interested in invite to API webinar. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks. It will be released. The date will be released in our Facebook group. facebook.com/groups/PitchGround. So make sure you join if you're not already there. T-shirt only sent to DAC or also foreign countries?
Even to Australia.
Even to Australia. All right. Yeah. I have like 10 more questions here. Guys, please keep it coming. So I will stop sharing my screen now. So if you want to show the tool once again, that'd be awesome. And I will just add more questions here. Okay?
Yes. Okay. So
you guys are crazy. Thanks a lot for that.
By the way, why I see this T-shirt, you know that just so the webinar will last, I think, maximum 10-15 minutes. So it's your time now to purchase the deal as long as these t-shirts are hot, because after the webinar, those t-shirts are gone and yeah, they will never come back. And yeah, let me hop in to the tool again. So
I'm not sure about that, because we have requests here to count to a billion slowly. So just to give her some more time for a t-shirt. Yeah, so
1,
sorry, Norbert.
2, 3, 4. No. Let me go back to SyncSpider and show you again how a task flow works. So you have all the tasks here in your dashboard, and you see here that here, for instance, it's a multi-step flow already. So we come from one CSV file and send the data to PitchGround and to another CSV file. So we even show you, or here we have a source products from a custom integration, in this case Navision, that is sending product data to Shopify and to Amazon in one task. We can open up that integration just for a quick show. So this one, Navision here, is a custom integration. Oh, it's not yet active, so I cannot show you that one. The individual one integration is not firing up. So everything with the SyncSpider logo is an individual integration that we did for sample purposes. So this is the demo account, they not actually need to work. It's really for playing around. So let me go to CSV to CSV. Here we pick some custom CSV and we manipulate it and send it to another CSV file. So the target here. Then we have the source file that needs to be uploaded. So here I can pick the file. This is connected to an FTP server. So I can here go and this is an FTP server that is set up in the initial task settings. And here, let's say I can grab some test CSV files. Let me pick product import t-shirts. We will populate all the fields from this CSV here. You can change the type of field we are trying to recognize, which field it is automatically. You can even decide what we should do if a record is not valid. So we can skip the entire row or answer the value. And even what should we do with the CSV file after the task ran, we can manipulate the task and do nothing. We can delete that file, we can rename it, we can move it, we can move and rename it, we can move it to another folder right within that FTP. And you have even the possibility here, for instance, we have images in the CSV file, so you can set a type here to be an image, and then you can tell SyncSpider if the image type is a full URL that you provide in the CSV file, or that the URL path is missing. You're just sending the image name. Then you can extend that field with the URL where the images are hosted. You can connect to a storage like a different folder or a different FTP server and tell SyncSpider where the images that you're sending are hosted. So it's really insane what you can do with only the CSV file module. You can concatenate fields, you can combine fields, you can even do calculations with every number field. So you can say, for instance, this is the tax including field, and then you pick from, let's say, the price field, which is a number field, and then you say you multiplicate it with okay, there's no tax, then let's do a constant value with 1.2, which is in Austria the 20% tax, for instance. So now I have, if you send a net price, you now have the price including tax if your target system needs it, and you have this custom field set up with the mathematic formula.
Okay.
Okay, so and then it's step by step with the mapping string, but you look like you're finished.
Yeah, I am finished.
Good. So it's on you again.
It is on me again. All right, let me share my screen again. Boop. Are we able to set limits on the sub-accounts and view current stats for each sub-account?
Yes.
All right. For the agency plan, you can have 10 client accounts or 15, but if you have a multi-location business, can you add all locations under one account, understanding that all days might be mixed?
Yes, because you could have different projects.
Okay. On SyncSpider plan, it said task run and items, but on LTD plan, it said task run and operation run. What's the difference?
It's the same. It's just another wording.
We need to follow up with our wording there. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
All right. What are the 72-hour bonuses?
First of all, you can grab that entry plan deal. That will only last for 72 hours. Second thing is the business plan will give you a limited number of integrations, which is, I think, quite cool. And of course, limited number of task runs. And for our agency plan, we have 5 additional sub-accounts. We'll write all of that in facts so you can quickly read it later.
Okay. Another question, will there be features exclusive to the agency accounts that are not available to business accounts except sub-accounts?
Co-branded logo. And if there are specific agency features that come up as well, they will always be included. So if we have agency features available, then they will be there as well. If there are specific agency features that will be released, they will be only in the agency account.
Of course, but as Norbert said, logo will be able to be changed to logo.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So co-branding.
Appreciate that you came up with the $409 plan, planning to use it for only a couple of tasks in a small business, not an agency. Thanks again.
Happy for purchasing, and I'm really glad that we can also serve something for smaller clients with this plan. It's really something that we wanted to do to get also for small businesses something that is useful.
Mm-hmm. All right. When is the API webinar? We'll be coming up with a date this week, so please stay tuned in the group, and you can register. If I have a Facebook integration for my one account, then I have a client I also need Facebook integrations for. Do they seem a sub account, or are they just one of my unlimited integrations?
One of your unlimited integrations. So basically how it works.
Yes and no, it depends. If you can mix up, because the integration is available in the plan. So if you give access to that account to your client, they would also see the other integrations or have access to. So if you share your account, if this is the question, if you would really like to split it up, then you would create a sub account and you will use one of your unlimited integrations. Mm-hmm. As you have unlimited integrations, so you would set a sub account to be really that you really just choose if the Facebook is connected to yours, so that they really just see that specific
depends
what Facebook account.
Do you want to show your integration to your client, to your sub account or not? So that's the difference. But of course, you can add different Facebook integration in one account or in multiple sub accounts, mm-hmm. Even separated by projects as well.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is actually what he added. Keep in mind that I'm doing the automation on their behalf. They are not looking for sub account for their own automations.
Yes, in this case, you can do it in your main account.
Okay. Can we have a split payment plan for the business to make it easier for us to buy? I don't need unlimited integrations, but the starter plan is too limiting. The business plan is way above my monthly budget. Split pay would be awesome to heavens.
Yeah, dear PitchGrounders, I can underline this question. I like it, and if Jakub, maybe you can talk to Judith and ask for it. If you could introduce some split payments on 2 or 3 months, it would be maybe a
Split payment
nice.
is something we are working on. It's on our roadmap. We don't have a specific ETA for it, but I will update you and we'll release the date too soon. Not this week, but it will be available. Okay. Will be the interface multilingual in the future?
We are from Austria. We speak German, and we introduced it in English language. But we also thought about a possibility to translate it once, because our German and Austrian customers also requested to have it in the native language, as we are from Austria. So yes, the GUI is translatable, but we don't have any plans for now when we can do the translations. We might give you a translation engine where you can help us with the translations if you want it in your native language. So we will try to see what we can do, but it is already considered that we will translate it once.
For now, the integrations are our main focus, but of course, this is also one of the things you can request on FeedBear.
It's a
Bear, it's a bear.
feed bear.
It's a bear. It's a bear, not a beer.
Okay, okay.
Guys, we are receiving more questions, but unfortunately, Canva doesn't allow me to add more, more pages. So I will be just asking you guys like we do in every other webinar. Okay. So I'm reading the question below the watch party on Facebook, and Justin is asking, WordPress would count as one integration even if it is mapped to many plugins?
Yes.
Okay, so it's still one integration. I understand.
Yes.
Darren, it's not the question. Or yeah, we can elaborate on this actually. Facebook seems to allow you to connect to all pages in your account, but it looks like WordPress counts as one integration for each site. So it's going to be an issue.
No, because the WordPress is, yeah, if you connect several sites, then you need several integrations. This is the case.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the business this is how the business logic of each tool works. So if you have one Magento store with 10 store views, you just need one Magento integration, because this is how the source system works. And for WordPress, it's the same. So you need to add, for several WordPress pages, you need to add several integrations, because WordPress asks for that.
All right. Question from Mandar. What is the update time?
Currently, we release every day, what you have seen earlier in the webinar.
Mm-hmm.
But typically, we release once a week and give new integrations and improvements to the live.
Mm-hmm.
And we will change this later this year or early next year to a every 2 weeks iterations. Currently, we have weekly iterations.
All right. Question from Darren. Is it possible at the moment to take form data in brackets, for example, from Gravity Forms, and send it to Google Sheets?
Yes, it is on dev already. Vladimir worked on the HTML integration, which is a JavaScript snippet that you can insert to your page. We will then recognize every forms that you have there, and you can map the form fields directly to any other third-party integration. So yes, this is very short for the release. We're already testing it. It works like charm.
All right. Question from Philip just came in. Just tested. No way to sync segments, tags, and groups from MailChimp?
Depends on the integration. Sometimes we support it right away. Sometimes it's upcoming. I've done the MailChimp, the MailChimp test integration just in this demo today. and I was able to sync lists and segments in the mapping screen. So you might just use subscribers, and later on in the mapping screen, you can define the list and the segment using either a constant value, or you can use the filters to choose from or choose specific lists or segments.
All right, I don't see any other questions. Dan, it was a lot of questions today, guys.
It was really, wow, it was now 2.5 hours nearly
2.5
on that
hours.
webinar. Yeah. How many people are still here?
Here on Zoom, I think around 100 in total is watching.
Oh, great.
Thank you guys for being such a great
Thank
audience.
You're a great audience, guys.
I always say that my webinars will take 8 hours, but now we're at least very close to 2.5 hours. So this is great. Thank you so much, people. And don't forget, these are the last seconds. So hop over to PitchGround. Grab the deal now, because a t-shirt is waiting for you for all that. Grab the deal as long as this webinar runs. And for 72 hours, Jakub, I think you have something to say?
Oh yeah, for the next 72 hours, you can grab this plan, this $149 plan, which will be available actually for only 72 hours. And then it will disappear. It's amazing if you're a smaller business, if you don't need that many integrations and tasks and so on. This is a good plan to grab. But if you really want to scale, if you want to grow your business, this one is the plan you should go for, because in the next 72 hours, it will give you all unlimited integrations and unlimited task flows, which is again only for 72 hours. So if you want to be growing your business in upcoming years massively, this one is perfect for you. And if you run an agency, of course, agency plan is for you, because you can manage multiple sub accounts, and we are adding 5 sub accounts again only for next 72 hours. And I just received a message from Aileen, and she's saying, "Yay! Just bought agency. Please ship T-shirt to Singapore."
Yeah, thank you very much.
Very nice, thank you.
So basically, these are the main difference in the 72 hours. So if you're really considering SyncSpider, you should take action now.
We also add not 10K runs per month, but 30K months per month for agency, and you have 1 million operations. But as I said, that is so ridiculously high. But I hope somebody will step on that limit.
Yeah, me too. Okay, and watch out for the next webinars, which will be announced soon, where we will cover API in deep with our CTO Costa, who doesn't know anything about it at the moment. I will talk to him later on and ask him if he would join. But he's a great presenter, and he really can give you a lot of technical insights about the API, how you can create your own integration, how to use templates. He's really, really great, also explaining those things. And we will cover one webinar where we talk about WordPress and all the options that you can do with WordPress.
Exactly. This is gonna be exciting, guys. Really looking forward to it. Let me once again repeat the URL. It's pitchground.com/products/SyncSpider. You can still take advantage of this 72-hour deal. Here's a countdown. You should take action before this countdown hits 0. And you have last seconds to finish your purchase. So we will be sending you the t-shirts as well. It's 7:23 p.m. here in Czech Republic. So I would say that 7:24 or 7:25 we'll wrap this up, and that will be the time where you won't be receiving t-shirt after you.
I think we can make it.
We can make 7:30.
7:30. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's do 7:30. There might be people who just click the purchase button and struggling with PayPal, and
Justin is saying buying cool. Now t-shirt.
Yeah, SyncSpider on the way to you. Thank you very much again, and happy to answer your chats, your questions soon in our channels. Talk soon.
All right. Norbert, Alex, it was a pleasure doing these webinars with you, and I'm pretty sure that we'll be doing other webinars in upcoming weeks about API, about desktop apps. So we'll finalize the dates and we'll release it. So thanks everybody for watching. This was amazing. This was quite exhausting for me. A lot of questions, guys. I believe like 150 questions in total. So you're great. You're PitchGrounders, and make sure you will grab your license before this timer hits 0. All right. I will see you around, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.